The sun is up and the surfers are out, a daily ritual in this SoCal town. Where there was once 2 parking lots, there are now 2 hotels. The Seabird Resort and Mission Pacific Hotel, each with ocean view. Let's find out how they're making their mark in this beautiful Oceanside town. Frank, so I heard this was quite the journey to get these 2 hotels built.
It sure was, over 120 years, but it was really 15 for me. Well, when we looked at the big property as overall, we noticed that the Mission Avenue came right down the middle. So we tried to say, let's just take advantage of that, keep that divider, create 2 separate buildings that create this portal and the view towards the ocean. We even went to the point of making a guest profile for each. We have the kind of house in the Hamptons, timeless design, and the other was a little bit more edgy, a little bit more urban. So we really looked at them like 2 separate homes that were right next to each other on the beach.
First to the Seabird, where I've heard there's a great collaboration with local artists. Okay, so you're telling me that these are actually made of t-shirts?
There are. These are hundreds of shirts that people in my town have worn and donated, and I get at the local thrift store down the road. So the title of this piece is Chorus, and for me, it represents all of the folks of Oceanside. You know, it's all their shirts. I've represented them by knitting and crocheting them into this giant installation.
Okay, so it basically couldn't be more local.
Couldn't be more local. It's as local gets, right? It's a great project. I mean, Oceanside Museum of Art curated a collection. They have different vibes between the hotels, so they picked the local artists, and we all got these wonderful spaces that we got to show our art in. I'm also just really proud of the fact that half of the artists in this collection are women.
Oh, wow. Can I please move in?
Well, welcome home.
This is truly amazing.
Well, the idea here is that this is your own personal beach house. This is not a hotel room. And all these little elements, from the beam ceilings to the hardwood floors to the wood paneling, all that is to reinforce that idea. We kept all the elements of a house. It has living space, dining space, there's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an enormous terrace. The furniture is meant to look as it's been collected over time, that sort of give a personality to the room. The palette of the room is this sort of white neutrality that really frames the view instead of competes with it.
This is truly grand.
Well, being from Hawaii, this is sort of where we live outside. So it's important to have it scaled appropriately.
Yeah, I'm speechless for once. So Nick, I heard that you were part of all the public spaces and the beautiful outdoor spaces of these projects.
Exactly right. I had the good fortune of designing the lobby of the Mission Pacific, also the retail stores. But my favorite project was the Top Gun house, which is just an extraordinary building. The developer actually picked it up and put it right here in the middle of the courtyard. And we had the opportunity to reinvent a function for this. And I just love the idea that you're facing the Pacific Ocean, some of the best surf in the world, and you come in and you can get a hot apple pie with ice cream in it. I mean, it's absolute Americana, Top Gun, you know, it doesn't get better.
Wow, you weren't joking. This is the real house.
Right? Yep, this was the house in the movie. And we picked up on 3 primary themes to do the decor. One was Oceanside, this amazing location. Secondly, the Graves house, the family, the history of this building. And third, of course, the movie.
Now to the Mission Pacific. It's becoming so obvious that these 2 hotels really do have their unique and distinct personalities.
Yes, so Mission Pacific Hotel is really a boutique by the beach. When you first walk into the lobby, you're greeted by this incredible collection of furniture, accessories, art, a lot of which are vintage, one-of-a-kind pieces. And this aesthetic and this eclectic nature is actually carried through every single floor of Mission Pacific, even in the guest rooms.
What is this gorgeous scent? It's so incredible.
Yes, so this is actually our signature fragrance. It was created for the opening of this hotel specifically by our fragrance partner, Ron Robinson of Apathia LA. It's this beautiful fusion of orange blossom and bergamot and jasmine that greets you here in the lobby. All of these elements are really appreciated by our guest, and we like to think of our guest here at Mission Pacific as someone who likes life a little bit off the beaten path. So this is someone who's truly a creative traveler and They want that clubhouse, boutique by the beach experience, and they've got a little bit of a wanderlust heart. So there's something for everyone here.
Renee, I am so excited to meet you. I've heard so much about the styling team, and you got to tell me what it is. What do you do?
Well, styling team does this. This is what we do. We go all over the world. We find antiques, objects, artwork, and bring them to here to create a very cool environment.
Okay, I love.
I know, one of my favorite things. We found this in Palm Springs, and it's just a great piece. Yeah, well, this room in particular, we really wanted it to be vibey. And we wanted it to be dark and sexy and moody, because at night, once the sun goes down, this room just becomes like the hangout room, the room that you really want to be in.
This room, this pool deck, this view, it's like the crown jewel of the Mission Pacific Hotel.
We love it because it takes us from sunrise to sunset to stargazing. It's just, it's great. I mean, you could be there all day.
As the day is coming to an end, the evening is just beginning here on the Mission Pacific rooftop. A true hidden gem between LA and San Diego, a surfer's paradise going through a cultural renaissance. Oceanside, California is having its day in the sun.
If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more every week.